house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Teresa Lyons. Thanks so much for supporting us on Patreon. And she wants to know, well, she says, Joel is nerdy and non-threatening, much like Steve from Big Brother 17, who we all know won. So what do I think Joel's chances are of going deep into this game? That's a great question. I don't think that Joel and Steve are actually as similar as they first appear. You know, I think Joel is a lot better socially than Steve was. But I also think that Steve had a bigger knowledge of the game. I don't know. I think Steve was probably more of a super fan than Joel. But I think that Joel is he has a great shot at going far in this game. I think he's got a really good read on people in the house so far. I think he's still under the radar, which is great. So I think he'll be around for a while, but it's just like a question of how far. And I really like the alliance that he has with Mitch right now. I think it's a good group. So thank you so much for your question. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day, check out our Patreon. The link is in the info box below. Okay. So, quick review. Last night, Shari was evicted by a vote of 11-1. Ow. And then Levita won the HOH. I'm not saying I'm a huge Levita fan, but it's just fun because she was like totally at the bottom last week and it's a real zero to hero situation. Also, Kelsey, Raul, and Jared are like pooping their pants in fear. And I just love that. So, Kelsey and Levita were having a chat in the HOH room. We didn't actually get to see Levita get her room. That happened before the feeds came back. But, oh well. So, Kelsey tells Levita, look, I'm obviously working with Jared. We're very close. We're not in a showmance. But yes, we're close. We both like each other. And she also says, like, yes, I'm very close to Raul too. Why does it matter if it's like official or not if you're in a showmance? The point is, you guys are a pair. You're working together and you're gonna put each other, you know, over everybody else. So like, it's the same thing. I don't know. It's just a word. But anyway. She tells Levita, look, I'm not targeting you. Jared and Raul are not targeting you until later in the game. What does later in the game mean? Like next week? I mean, really, let's be honest here. But she kept throwing Dallas and Maddie under the bus. She's obviously trying to move the targets onto their backs. And Levita's like, okay, well, I'm not after you guys either. I really believe in forgiveness, and I think it's the right thing to do. Girl, what you doing? So she's saying how they can't let other people slip by under the radar while their two groups like continue to attack each other week after week. Stop. Like, what are you doing? You can't trust these people? I really don't understand. I mean, like, I kind of feel like Levita wants to show like that she's gonna take the high road and stuff, but I think she's making a dumb decision if she doesn't go after that trio. So the house guests were having way too much fun with the complaint box that Big Brother gave to them. They already messed up one of the doors over the camera, so now it's like not closing properly. It's not staying closed. So I mean, I guess they've got a lot of complaints. But Tim, Joel, and Cassandra were doing like this rapid fire rotation between the three of them and just going, all right, you're up, you're up, you're up. It was pretty funny. And some were serious, some were not. But it was funny. Okay, so back to the game. Kelsey tells Jared and Raul about her chat with Levita. I gotta say, it's really fun to watch Kelsey whine after her being all last week. So she's saying like, oh, I'm going to try to be friendly with Levita. I think maybe we can, you know, be in good shape this week and it's all good. We'll see how long that lasts. So Big Brother gave the house guests booze in a basket. They were literally screaming when Nikki walked out of the diary room with the basket. So they got beer, wine, and vodka. And I just gotta say, like, I don't remember a season ever where they got this much vodka and, like, hard alcohol. Like, they get beer and wine, but all this vodka? I think they're gonna all have to thank Nikki because I'm pretty sure that's the only reason they're getting all that. So They're having a good time. Again, the vodka runs out, of course. And Tim comes out of the diary room with another bottle of vodka. People are freaking out. So they all want the whole house to do a shot together, except for Ramsey, because he doesn't drink. Actually, I don't know if Tim was drinking either. But Tim pours all the shots for everybody. And they like, cheers, woo. And then they do the shot, and they're like, this is freaking water. So Tim totally got all of them. But then they did have another bottle of vodka, and they did a real one together. So that's that. But anyway, once they were all a little bit liquored up, it was time for game night. So Tim had this game for everybody to play. Basically, it was, you had to try and make other people laugh. So the way that you do this is everybody had to do the same thing. So you had to crawl around like a cat on the floor and like pick out somebody that you're gonna try and make laugh. And then you have to say like, pussy wants some milk. And if the person laughs, they lose. And you win. If the person doesn't laugh, you gotta like keep calling people out and trying to get them to laugh. So it was really funny. And then they were playing charades. I think they even went back to the cat game for a while, so they were having fun with it. Just leave it to Tim for the night's entertainment. So back to the game. Maddie and Ramsey were having a chat. She is really nervous about Levita. Like, yes, they made that alliance in week 1, but things got a little messy last week when their alliance was under attack. So she doesn't like that Levita's been talking to Kelsey. She thinks it's shady. She's worried that she's going to come after them now. So Ramsey's like, just chill out. I think it's going to be fine. She's going to nominate Kelsey and Raul. Just relax. We'll see. I would be worried too if I was Maddie. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm not that one. So, Kelsey, Jared, and Levita were all chatting in the hundo bedroom. Wait a second. No. Kelsey, Jared, and Raul were all chatting in the hundo bedroom. I thought that was weird. So, Kelsey keeps bringing up how last week she wanted to get rid of Levita and everybody else was saying Shari, so she's really pissed about that. And I mean, like, when I say that she keeps bringing it up, I mean again and again and again. But you know what? Even if you guys voted for Levita to go, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, the whole rest of the house was like, no, Shari's going, so get over it and move on. But Kelsey's like, oh, Levita's my freaking target. And then Kelsey and Raul were talking crap about her. And Jared's just sitting there like, oh my God, please stop, please stop, please stop. So he is trying to reel them in. He's like, you guys need to really freaking drop the attitude and be nice to Levita. We're in a crap position right now, and you're only making it worse. So freaking get it together. I think he's getting really annoyed by Kelsey and Raul right now. So Phil... he is talking to a couple of other house guests, and he lets them know that he has a crush on Nikki. So he's like, oh, I want to take her on a date. I think she's really cool. So Tim is like, Nikki is my sister in this house. Do not play with her heart. So, sorry, her heart. Yeah, I got my accents mixed up. I don't know that I buy this whole crush thing. I feel like Phil is really fame hungry, and I think he sees that Nikki is such a big character on this show, and he's like, wow, if I've got like a thing going with Nikki, like I'm gonna get so much airtime. And I think that's so lame. It just doesn't seem genuine, and I think it's really annoying that he keeps calling out his brother for having a thing with Maddie and being like, you need to focus on the game, when he's trying to get something going with Nikki. It's a little ridiculous. But anyway, Jared, it was his turn to chat with Levita in the HOH room, and they're both like, oh, I respect you, like, I don't want to come after you. So they both say that they want to work together, and I'm just like, it does seem like Levita genuinely wants to work with Jared, but she's very nervous about Kelsey and Raul. So Levita and Mitch have a strategy chat. Leave it to Mitch to just, like, you know, bring people back to reality. I feel like Mitch is definitely, he's got a good grasp of what's going on. So she's like, okay, I want the two of us and Joel to align with Jared, Kelsey, and Raul. Ew! So she wants a group of 6 with them. So then she's like, and then we can maybe go after Christine. Like, again, same thing as the first week. No one's gonna care if Christine goes home. That's like sad, but at the same time, it's kind of true. So she was saying Christine was mentioning that she would target Mitch, and Mitch is just like, wait, what? But at the same time, he's like, I don't know if we should be aligning with Jared, Kelsey, and Raul. That seems kind of crazy. So Mitch wants to sit down with Joel. He does like the idea of the three of them working together. Maybe not merging with that other three, though. He's not sure if that's a good idea. So today, let's fast forward to this morning. Levita is being very indecisive and is so frustrating. She's got people coming in and out of her HOH room all morning, which is normal, but she is flip-flopping all over the place. She's like, do I go after the trio? Do I put up, like, Christine and Cassandra? Cassandra worked so hard last week to keep her in this house. I don't understand that at all. Should she go after Dallas? He's sketchy and everybody wants him out anyway. So she's all over the place. In the midst of all of that, Joel asks Cassandra out on a date. He's like, will you go on a date with me and like teach me how to get a girl in the real world? So it's like one of those things. And she's like, yeah, sure. We'll come back to that. So, Levita, okay, this is where things get really insane. Levita asks Jared to come talk to her, and she basically asks him, would you rather see Raul or Kelsey go? She wants him to choose between the two. She's like, look, I trust you. I don't know about those two, so one of you is probably going to have to go, and I don't want it to be you. So he says that he'd prefer for Kelsey to stay. But he's like, this is really confusing after the other conversations we've had. Like, why are you doing this? And she's like, I can't get blood on my hands trying to protect you guys. It's just not good for my game. So then she's talking to Kelsey and Raul again, and they're like kind of getting an attitude with her. They're like, we've talked about this so many times. So eventually they end up making a deal to keep each other safe until the jury. And then, like, right after that, she's saying, I don't know if I can trust you guys. Like, right after she shakes with them, I don't know if I can trust you. So that deal pretty much means nothing, even if she doesn't put them up. I mean, really. And then, again, like, really weird timing here. Joel and Cassandra begin their date. It's not even, like, a dinner time. They're doing, like, a dinner thing, and, like, just seems so weird, because aren't they supposed to be doing the have-not competition and like nominations, and they're doing this crap. So I'm wondering, like, is this some sort of task? I don't know. Or is it just Joel being Joel? I don't know. Leave it in the comments what you guys think. But like I said, they should be having the have-not competition and nominations today. So I will have that for you guys tomorrow. I'm not really sure what Levita's going to do at this point. I feel like it would be really stupid for her to not go after Kelsey. I mean, really. So let me know what you guys think, and until tomorrow, much love.